We're going to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on 4-star defensive lineman Xadavien Sims, who signed with the Oregon Ducks. We're going to take a look at his highlights. We're going to take a look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But what you need to do right now is click that subscribe button, tap with the finger and phone, click it with the mouse on your computer, because we're covering the 2024 recruiting class every single day, player by player here. You need to know what these players are about, but here's his player profile page. He's ranked as the 20th best defensive lineman in the class, 32nd in the composite, 4-star prospect, 6'3", 275. Could be a little bit bigger by now because these listed heights and weights are a little bit older. He's received 22 offers, and that's a fair amount of offers, especially for a prospect that's ranked this far down the rankings for 24/7 Sports. That means college football's after him. Deion Sanders after him, Cal, Georgia Tech, Arkansas, Oregon, many Power 5 programs. That's good. Played multiple All-Star games, the Polynesian Bowl, the All-American game. Let's look at the scouting report real quick here. True hand-on-the-ground defensive lineman with a stout build, adequate height verified in the 6'3" range, similar adequate frame with space to add mass. That means we got upside because we can develop more into that size. Very young for his grade, likely a scheme-versatile prospect given physical traits. Flashes punch power at the attack, so he's strong and explosive. He's a bull rusher who can collapse the pocket. Owns valuable two-way snaps with reps at tight end. Flashes impact blocking ability. So this guy is athletic. He is very explosive out of the snap. This could be a very fun highlight reel to watch. Needs more technical nuance. We'll probably develop into that while we're at Oregon. That being said, the timeline here, we visited Michigan State, TCU, Oregon. We signed with Oregon. We are now an Oregon Duck, 4-star prospect. Going over to On3, he's also listed as a 4-star prospect with most of the recruiting sites. On3 has him listed as a 3-star recruit, ranked as the 50th best defensive lineman in the class. ESPN has him ranked at 30. Rivals has him at 23. 24/7 Sports has him at 20. And then in the industry rankings, the average is at 25. Also, other teams looking at him, Oklahoma, Texas, Michigan State, we mentioned them, and Texas A&M. So we do have some upside here. And they also got his listed size at 6'3", 280. That being said, we're going to take a look at the highlights, see what he's doing on the field. Let me know what you think about him in the comments below. And then we're going to take a look right now. Right there's him in the middle. We got 6 minutes and 43 seconds of highlights to look at here. Nice spin move. Getting to the quarterback. Definitely can see length and thickness on him. That's looking solid. Defensive end right there. Coming off the ball. Holding contained. Just working down to the ball carrier. Definitely seeing some power. We're on offense here, looks like. There he is. 88. See what he does here. Flashes like he's going to block. Comes up. Shows some hands. He's thick. He's a big guy. He's hard to cover a guy like that if he's running routes. If you're a DB, you ain't going to get around him. Explosive, getting low at the point of tackle. Wrapping up the running back behind the line of scrimmage. Eating up some gaps here. He's a strong guy. He's a very strong player with some size to him. He can take up some holes and some lanes. He can really be destructive in the run game here. Something I like to see out of my players, especially defensive linemen. You got some guys who just constantly get after the quarterback. Other guys, you can definitely tell where they're going to be at. Also, young for his class. Also, what they said, you can add to his frame. Definitely can see that. He's good for his frame, too. He looks powerful and strong. He looks like he's built well into it. That's exciting to see. Here we go on the outside on the edge. Coming off the ball. Scraping off. He moves well for his size. He moves well. I can see why he's ranked where he's at. But I can also see him earning a role at the college level and working his way up. I definitely see where the upside is at in development. He's getting off blocks pretty good. He's strong. He's a super strong player. He's a read and react type of dude, too. That's probably what he's asked on the assignments as well. He gets a hold of you, he's bringing you down. There he is, getting to the ball carrier again. Works through trash good. He's a solid ball player. Oregon got themselves 2 5-stars, one an edge and one a D lineman. He's going to add some competition there for those guys. Especially starts filling out that frame, starts developing them skills. Now we're seeing some pop off the edge there. Start seeing a little bit of that explosiveness. It's got some tank to him. He can eat up the middle. He's got some versatility. You can play him on the inside, especially when he starts filling out more. And then also on the outside, you can move him around a bit. Also, when you're upperclassmen, if they start getting banged up, he's going to give you some opportunities. I think Oregon, look at him follow. The pull blockers there. What I see out of him is a very stout, lunch pail player. And everything's looking good. Everything's looking dominant. Like they're just killing him on the block. Aggressive, assertive. You can definitely see the size on him from the zoomed out vids. Definitely see him pop off the snap. You see the power. 54 is done. Nope, we're not blocking. We're going to try and pull on him. It ain't going to work. We're just going to eat it and bounce off. I think we got some upside here. We're going to flow to this ball carrier. We're going to get to him. We're going to catch him. We caught him. Caught a running back downfield. Another good thing to look at there. Solid. Let's see what he does here. Eating up the gap. Eating up 2 linemen. We're in on the play. There was a lot going on. I can't really say much on it. And on the play again. They're putting 2 linemen on him a lot of times, and he's just taking the gap. Here we are on the outside. Pops off the snap. Peels off. Hold and contain the best he can. We catch up to him. We got a little bit of speed. I mean, you got to put that to a size. There we go. Coming off the block. He's going to be a strong interior defensive lineman that you can put outside when you want to. You can move him around. Very versatile. He's got the opportunity to help this team out, especially considering what they already picked up in the recruiting process. Oregon's got a good recruiting class. They do, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They've got some players that could step up and do some things. Like they said in the scouting report, work on the nuances. Work on filling out that frame. Probably going to see a totally different player. Remember, he's young for his grade, which indicates more upside. That's smart. Didn't get baited on that. Indicates more upside, especially for players like that who are young for the grade, because they just need a little bit more to develop. That's just part of it. That's kind of science, if you think about it. But if you're achieving high results at a little bit younger pace, that's a good sign too. Getting downfield towards him. He's going to be a good ball player for Oregon. I think they're at least going to get some depth. I think he's going to contribute, and I think he's got upside to really improve. I don't think a lot of people talk about upside when it comes to these players and them getting better and how they can get better and looking to the pathway for that. You can definitely see that from the scouting report, and then you look at the tape where they're mentioning that with his frame. He's lengthy, he's long, where you can add mass there. He's already thick. He's already thick, and he's strong. He's a very strong football player, and he can take up some gaps. 2 guys trying to block him, and he just holds him right there, scrapes off, works his way down the line. Very cerebral player as well. He can shoot the gap. He can blitz. He can get to the quarterback. He can do a little bit of everything. He's multifaceted. That's the big thing about his player profile, is that you can play him inside. You can play him outside. You can have him rush. You can have him take up a gap. You can have him play the run. You can have him play contain. That is the big thing about his profile. And then after that, we're working on the other stuff to get to that upside. But right now, you're getting a player here that has the opportunity to set in and just play everywhere down the defensive line. And that's a good thing for Oregon, considering at the top end of this recruiting class, they nailed some 5 stars on the defensive line, the edge, the defensive tackle, and they're really building a program here. Well, it's built, but they're adding to it with this good recruiting class. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.